Hello peeps and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. Welcome back to Grockle Bay, where we are running a little competition in my series at the moment. If you would like to try and get your hands on one of these exclusive conventional rugs, which were originally given away to TwitchCon 2018 attendees, I now have 10 to give away to my peeps. So during the next... The health inspector's here, everybody. So, during the next few episodes of my series, we shall play Hide and Zeke. This is Zeke. He will be hiding somewhere in the episode, small and difficult to spot. The first one to find him and follow the instructions in the description below will win their very own conventional rug code. Unless you're watching way off into the future when somebody's probably already claimed it. But to be absolutely certain, just check down the description below. I will update it if the code gets claimed. Okay, so Henry Jobsworth has just arrived. I'm thinking that it must be fairly okay for him here. I can't imagine that. Oh, well, he does seem to be laughing. Okay, so let's have a look. Do you know what? We might train up a researcher. I mean, I know money is getting a bit rough, but we just need a researcher. Oh, they've got no empty training slots. Look what I've done. Okay. Well, that was a waste of money. I should have looked at that, but I didn't. I spent money on nothing. Nothing, babes. Nothing. Ugh. He looks alright. What have you got? Nothing, and you're unhappy. Do you know what we might do? We might hire Donald. I like Donald. And I'm sorry, Laura. Right, okay. Now, Donald, you're pretty fantastic. And look at this facial hair. My God, he just looks really cool. And he has great training. Well, I'm well into Donald, so it's a little bit weird. Yes, there we go. Put him in his uniform. I can't cope otherwise. Right, no soiling the hospital. It's good. It's good words. I know that we could build a marketing department to find the researcher, but no. I'll train one up. I won't be doing that. Do you know, we should be doing this, right? But I don't think there's any staff at the moment. I really want to be training, although there is this ward nurse. Do we have any other? We could get... Oh, terribly dull. You stay away from this place. Likes to argue. Not great. But they might be good as a temporary measure for the ward, is what I'm thinking. Now, we're not going to put an additional one on the ward because this person is only temporary. We're still going to give them the uniform, though. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put Mandy Orange into some ward training. Now, what would be great and nice and cheap is to get Wilbur here to do it, but we're going to have to get Gordon Nightingale in to do it. So we'll get her trained up in ward management, and then he can come and take over for the time being. But he likes to argue with patients, which is not really what you want from a ward nurse, you know, sort of just arguing with everybody. Oh, it's incredibly mediocre. Well, at least he didn't hate it. I mean, that seems like a positive start to me. The upgrading of this drug mixer seems to be taking an age. That's probably because they only have a level 1 in upgrading. I don't think we're going to do this, as there was too much of a gap between training. Still, getting our nurse in a bit of ward training is just a good idea. Are you, is that so far right? Maybe it just looks a little bit stiff and hard. Are you right there? I'm not sure he's having a good time. In the staff room. Oh, he's a heartthrob. Look at that. The target of unrequited idolization. Blimey. What is this? A diagnosis decision. Tabitha Monk has been sent to all of our diagnostic rooms. Okay. Centre for treatment. Now, what we will do, I think, is build a diagnostic room. Let's see. Shall we do a general diagnosis? That might be alright. Or stick it here. There we go. 2 Point Radio. Oh my goodness, stop it. Right.
In today's edition of Get Fit with Rick,
Pop that there.
I'll be giving you some pointers on exercising out and about this wonderful
Let's
county
pop
of
this
ours.
here.
First off, if
Now.
you enjoy jogging, I'd steer clear of Smogley. The last time I went running there, I got a stone in my shoe.
He got a stone in his shoe. Oh no, I like it in Smogley. Is that weird? I don't mind it in Smogley. It's one of my favourite hospitals, actually. There we go. Now, everybody needs a little snack. And this room needs a fire extinguisher. This is pretty good. All that we're missing... Well, actually, I like to have one of these just because I like to have one of them. But we need a chair. A chair. Here we go. Shall we pop a chair there? Okay. Oh my god, it's level 2. It's so close to level 3, it's painful. So we should probably deal with that. Let's pop this in. That should do it. There we go. Good. Now, I believe we have a nurse for this, don't we? Yeah. Fantastic. So let's put some bennies down. Some bennies with a couple of notice boards. Excellent. Was anybody else surprised that in the designer we can't make the horizontal pitch frame, so we can only make this, the vertical. We can't make these ones. I wonder why that is, why they decided not to bother with this one, given that this is the one that I use the most. This is the one that I would like to change up the most, and yet this is the one they left out. I don't know, it's weird. So why'd you leave that one out? You know, all these options. They gave us loads of options and they left my favourite one out. I cannot believe it. On this mucky feet. Now, mucky feet's a bit of a mess, isn't it? So feet so grubby that the filth will never come out. Spreads germs like wildfire. It does. So somebody with mucky feet, although I don't see somebody with mucky feet in here at the moment because they're bright red because they're so filthy. So this, being in the corridor, will be a good thing for that. And maybe they've used it, which has helped. Because it does get a little bit worrying. What is this? There's no way we can earn that kind of money. You're on drugs. Actually, this training is done. So you could actually go now. We don't need you anymore. Which is amazing. Hang on a minute. So did we didn't in the end, did we? Because they didn't have a training slot available. Okay, so look at this then. So Morris, would you like to be our researcher? How much is this going to cost? Okay, Imogen Crank. Will be your trainer. And do you know what? White lab coat. We'll leave you in white. Actually, I think that'll be great. But we need to remove all of these in prep. There we go. And then you can start getting on this. The treatment, the recovery room. We need the recovery room. Well, I'm not going to upgrade the easy scan until we achieve this. I think we're going to have to get them some training as well. So we're not going to do it in this time frame. We're going to fail this, which is a bit of a shame because I'm on it. I am on it, but I'm just not going to do it in the requested time. So we're level 5 now, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. We're going up pretty quickly. Oh look! Oh look! Oh my god, they're so cute, everybody. They're so cute. So they're queuing for the GP's office. Now they're probably really difficult to diagnose. I don't know if we'll successfully diagnose them, but it'll be interesting to see if we do or not. I like her boots.
Needed in research.
Dr. Honeydew. Wow, this old dude is really hip. It's a bit like Patrick Stewart. Okay, there they come. Look at this amazing walk. I know, he's being trained. Here we go. So we got 14% diagnosis out of that. So what's going on with this log? So we got 14, 13 at the ward. Oh, Oh, the first one was 43%. Then we got 13 at the ward. We got 14. Okay, so now they're going to general diagnosis. So it looks like we will diagnose this. Bearing in mind that we haven't actually... In here. No. In here. We haven't actually looked at our policy yet, which we might just drop to 80. I think we'll leave the queue at 6. Fast track the decision. Yes. Staff leave rooms when idle. Yes. Staff training messages. No. Promote staff automatically. Yes. There we go. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be able to diagnose this, but we are not ready to treat it just yet because we've been having the research issue. And there we are. You got me. There we go. Diagnosis certainty. Now, this one won't fast track the decision because Laura here came in before we set the policy. So they go through the normal process. Although we could send for treatment. But then what, you know? Whereas we could get a little bit of extra money out of them by sending them back to the GP. Is that outrageous? Probably. Yeah, we didn't make it. I'm not surprised. It's a shame because look how close we were to making it.
Green sock, medium to large hole.
Excellent. Research learned. So he will now get to researching
Training course complete.
the treatment for this. Won't that be fantastic? Oh, and that's a point, right? We don't have our attractiveness.
Nurse on board, please.
Our attractiveness stinks. So what we'll do, particularly plants don't like hot environments at all. So it is going to be back to things like these cabinets. These cabinets are great. They really are. We can just pop one here like this. You know, might pop an awards cabinet here. That's nice. Pop another one here. Oh,
End of year approaching.
end of year approaching. Shall we look at this? Bam! Up and all. Most prestigious hospital. And we're just increasing that at the moment. Finley Spong is our rising star. We've also got Employer of the Year. I'm not quite sure how. Oh, look, there's an emergency. Well, we're in the process of beautifying. So we're going to continue to do that. Now, one of the big things that we are going to do, of course, is get the... I spent an absolute fortune on this. Oh, that was enough. I'm not surprised. They are insanely good. But I was thinking we could also put some gold awards around. But we seem to be fine for the moment. This is working for us. So there we are. We've got the diagnosis for cubism, a common illness in those visiting art galleries. Cubism spreads on contact with canvas. Interestingly, impressionists are believed to be generally immune to it. There we are. So we're going to have to send them home for now. Which is a little bit of a shame, but you know, he's going to be a while, and I'm not going to rush this process. It takes as long as it takes. You know, it's just one of those things. Just one of those things. I'm not quite sure why this is so painfully slow. This shouldn't be going this slow, this upgrade. I'm a little bit confused about this upgrade. There's something not quite working here. 11% after all this time. It doesn't seem... That doesn't seem quite right, does it? Now, psychiatry required. I would rather build psychiatry than this fracture ward for this emergency. And look here, we actually have a psychiatrist kicking around. So we'll employ him right away and restrict him to psychiatry. Now, let's build the room, which... let's see. I might build here. It's a little bit odd. Now, we're not going to want this fireplace. It is too warm. Too warm. I think we will make a little area back here. Actually, Not quite sure how this room's going to go. Pop that there. Why? I'm just making these rooms smaller and smaller all the time. Okay. Well, this isn't going very well. Maybe we should use our conventional rug. Okay. Could be yours. Right. Let's put in the things we know we need. Now, this is one of them. So we'll... You know what? We might put it like this. Because they do often sit away from the therapist, don't they? We'll put him near the cooler. Because it's cooler. Oh... Why? Let's put this one. Now this is going to be treatment and diagnostics for a while. Oh no, it's because they need to get to this thing to be able to repair it. Maintain it. Put it that way. That's what we'll do. Pop this here, like this. And pop this in. You know what we could do with? Oh, yeah. Now, they might get a little bit peckish. But you know what? We might put the coffee maker in with this one. And then we are also going to need the hygiene thing. But where is this going to go? Nobody knows. Oh, there. That'll do it. That'll do it. Okay. Now, what should we put him in? I think we'll put him in the orange stripes. There we go. So, that solves that one.
Staff facilities are out of bounds for all patients
And some staff. So we'll make it really pokey there. Actually, maybe we should bring this around the corner here. Do we think that covers it? Yeah, that's alright. It gets a little bit hot down here, but there we are. I was just thinking that because we could probably do with a Benny a bit closer to the psychiatry office, so we might pop that there like that. I think that works for us. I think that works for us. Yeah, we don't really have enough space for the fracture ward at the moment. I think in the next episode we'll look at expansion to a new building. But we just need to get this researched for sure, and just look after what we've got going on here. So there's our mechanic. I don't really know what she's doing over here. Okay. This just doesn't seem to be changing. I'm keen to get her back in there. Is she going back? No. Shall we just, I think for the moment. No? Are we experiencing a problem here? Janitor assigned. So she's doing maintenance on it. She's doing the maintenance.
If you're a bit of a health nut,
Is there a queue here? No. So this is a good time to be looking, trying to work out what this is. Oh look.
what a load of rubbish. What you want is 9,999 steps a day. A little thing I like to call psychology.
Send them home and send them home because we know we can't treat the cubism patients at the moment. So she's almost made this like new again. Upgrade. Can we get some... What is that? Janitor with mechanics required. Well, I know. That's... They have mechanics. A janitor with mechanics required. And then they're I'm wondering if I should cancel this upgrade. It just seems to be a little bit...
Patients found abusing hospital facilities.
Something seems to be going on there. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Maybe I'll restart the game. Yeah. Because that was a lot of money, that upgrade. And if I cancel it, I don't think I get the money back. I think I just lose it. That would be terrible. Uh-oh, treatment failed. Treatment failed. That's a shame. That is a shame. Oh. It's very odd. Just been stuck on 11% for so long. Unless... Oh. Unless... Let's have a look. Have I not set her up to do the job? I've not set her up to do the job. Oh, I'm so silly. Let's do this. I'm so silly. There we go. There we go. Now. I was wondering what was going on here. There she goes. I'm such a dum-dum, peeps. I'm such a dum-dum. I have my mind on so many things that tiny little silly things like that just slip through. Oh, it's embarrassing. Oh, it looks so nice. Well, at least one person's walking away happy. He was a misery guts. No more. Forbes. Forbes Spafford. Yeah, so on the GP thing, actually, we could probably do with more GPs. What? It says here is ready for training. And I would like to train them in General Practice 1. There we go. Excellent. Don't know. I'm just wondering if I want to get them in. We will change. Yes, look. Because we've got one GP office. We could do with a GP taking the slack plus another GP because I really think that we're going to need another one soon. If not now.
We all know it's not really exercise, don't we? Unless you're planning
The
to
question
cycle
is
up
do
the
I
Haunted
want to...
Mountains,
Yeah,
then
do
you
you know
have
what?
my
We will.
respect.
We will. We'll get Horatio in to be another GP. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. There we go. He's a quick learner. Right. So that will help with this. And we're going to send you away because we know we can't deal with cubism. 72%. Oh. We might mess that one. We might kill Eve. Sorry about that, Eve. Oh, look at this. See, it was just me being an umpty, which of course was going 90 days without a death. Well, I think we've just sent somebody to their doom. We'll give it a go. But I think... Oh, an injection room required. Excellent. Okay, shall we get them to wait? I like the idea of building an injection room. That could be great for some treatment, right? An injection room. Excellent. Injection room. Okay. Except we can't make it fit anywhere. Except it won't fit, everybody. It won't fit. God damn it. Unless we stuck it here. Should we stick it there? I think we might stick it here. We'll expand soon. Just not yet. We'd like to try and get as much money coming in as humanly possible before we build another building, which costs a lot of money, and then we have to cool it, and then we need all the janitors because the area will be much greater, so it takes them a lot longer to get around and blah blah blah. Right, so let's get the gubbins in, because the injection room I think is fairly alright money, isn't it? I think it is. Let's pop this in here with that. Splendid. They're going to disappear. We'll pop that in there, and we'll pop the chair in here as well because of course it's a bit closer to that aircon unit. There we go, and we've just got to level 3, which is fantastic. There we go. There we go. Now, a nurse to work it. He's got a short temper. It's not the best, is it? Vince. Now, do they have to have the qualification? No, they don't. Excellent. It just gives them a boost in it, I guess. That one, yeah. There we go. And this is treatment, so it's purple. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, darkies. We have Natasha Prime. Excellent. There we go. Oh dear. It's so rough, that, isn't it? It is so rough. Oh, we failed. God damn it. God damn it. I'm so sorry. At least we didn't kill her. At least we didn't kill her. I mean, that's the important bit right there. So we've got 2 GPs being trained here. This will be great to make sure this never has a gap. And great for when we open up our next building in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not take your first step on the path to total coolness by supporting me via Patreon. The cooler you are, the harder I work, which means even more SHIZWAH.